next we are going to do the prototyping and UI part. So in here, you will get ready to dive into the world of user experiences and interface designing as well. Also, we will explore the role of prototyping in ITP and how to create engaging UI designs. So for that, I would like to invite Praveen De Silva, third year undergraduate at software engineering in SLIIT. So it's over to you, Praveen.
Uh, Thank you, Ishmi. I think I'm audible to everyone.
Yeah, you're audible and
Okay.
visible as well.
Thank you. Today, I will be discussing with you the importance of the prototyping and UI in the software development. So let me first introduce myself. I am Praveen De Silva, a third year undergraduate in software, especially software engineering, and member of MS Club of SLIIT. All right, let's get started. So before we moving on to our main topic is the prototyping UI. So we have to have a clear understanding why we need a design. Okay, let's discuss why we need a design. I will explain one by one. First one is the plan for the construction. In software development, a design like a plan. It helps developers to understand what to build, what tool to use, and how everything will work together. Example, think about making house. So design before development is similar to plan before the making a house. The second point is avoiding mistakes. In the software development, starting without design can lead any some lot of problem like missing features, confusion interfaces, and miscommunication with the component. So if we have proper design, and if it helps to avoid these mistakes. And third point is you can save the time and resources. If you have good design, you can save your time and resources as well. And it's easier to make change to the design than rewrite a code. So if you have a good design, you can also helps to identify problem early, making the development process smooth and faster. Okay, fourth one is clear communication. I think now you have formed with the 8-member group. So think about your members have 8 different idea about the final product, right? So without a clear plan, everyone might work with the different directions. So it also will lead to the confusions. Then design helps to everyone involve the same project and understand the vision and goal. Also, it ensures that everyone work toward the same outcome. All right. So in the designing, we have two type of designs. We can call as design as well. So there is user experience part and user interfaces part. So how does user experience different from the user interfaces? Right? Can you see this picture? Yeah. This is the well-designed source bottle, two source bottle. Both have a good UI and well-designed. So, but when you are using this source bottle, what's the practical one? Yeah, it's the second one, no? Because we can take out all source very easily. If you use first picture like bottle, you have to put weight to get all source out from that bottle. So UX design focus the overall feel and functional of the product. It's about the creating an experience that is the satisfying for the users. That is the user experience part. But today I am not only focused for the user interface part. All right. This is the table of content, my part. The first one is I will talk about the wireframing and prototyping, typography, and third one is the color principle, as well as the final part, the basic Figma tutorial. All right, let's move to the next part. Okay, now let's talk about the wireframing and prototyping. In the product designing, wireframing and prototyping are very essential part. So some people have some confusion and they don't know what are the different stage of these two terms. So I will clarify that. Imagine you want to build a house. So first, what you need? Yeah, you need a plan. So this is like a wireframe for your website or web app. Once you have a plan, you can build a model of the house and you can see how it look like and the functioning. That model like a prototype. I will show you what I going to explain. In this picture, you can see the left side have a plan. It's like a prototype, sorry, wireframe, and right side have a 3D model. It's like a prototype. All right. Okay. There are two type of wireframe. The first one is low fidelity wireframe, and second one is high fidelity wireframe. Low fidelity wireframe is like a rough sketch, and they don't include too much detail and information as well. And the high fidelity wireframe is it's more detail and much closer to the prototype. All right. So I think now you have a clear understand what is the wireframe is. A wireframe is a very basic sketch of your website or app. So let's talk about why we need a wireframe. So we need a wireframe to visualize and organize your layout structure and provide into the plan for your final product. Right? Okay. There are some tools for the wireframing. You can use any one of these. If you would like to draw a wireframe using hand drawing, it's no problem. It's up to you, right? With a clear wireframe, we can move to the creating prototype stage, right? I think you have now clear idea what is the wireframe is also. The prototype is the more detailed and interactive version of the wireframe, and it's look more like the final product as well. So let's talk about why we need a wireframe. The first point, you can turn your idea into something real and easy to understand, right? And the second one is you can get feedback early from your stakeholder as well, and make sure you can also make sure the product you're going to developing it meets your clients' needs. And the third point is the catch mistake early. The proper design prototype is helps to fix problem early as well, and saving time and money as well. Okay. The fourth one is better communication. Uh, Better communication means you can it makes to communicate with your team members and stakeholders, and understand the project and align everyone missions. Okay. When we start with the design, we begin first with the wireframe. After that, we move to the prototype section. The major changes are we done in the wireframe section, and the minor changes are done in the prototype stage. It's minor changes mean like adjusting colors or stuffing photos like this. All right, let's move to the okay. Before we move to the typography section, I will show you what are the tools for the prototype. Figma, second one is Adobe XD, third one is Sketch. I think Sketch is only available for iOS platform and InVision. I will talk about the Figma in my final section also. All right, let's move to the typography section. What's the typography? Typography is an important aspect of the UI design. So the right typography make your interface look professional and stylish, as well as if you use the wrong typography, it can make messy and unreadable. So font, typefaces, readability, and size and hierarchy, we can say it's a typography. So I think you have on experience searching on the Google, and after landing some pages, you can't even read that page, and you can't find what they're going to show you, right? Okay, that's why readability is important. In this image, you can see there are a lot of fonts is used for the first image. Please don't use more than 2 fonts. It's better you stick with the 1 font as well, right? And choose the size and hierarchy as well. And use the different size and weights to create a hierarchy structure in your design, but limit the typefaces. It's usually maybe 2 or 3 are enough. You can see this picture is clearly what are the typefaces and how they are used the typefaces in a good manner. All right. Let's move to the color principle. Yeah. Imagine user interface without any color. So it will be very boring and hard to navigate to user. So color is helpful to highlight important elements and create visual hierarchy and helps to navigate user and express brand personality also. Many beginners find challenges to pick color for their project, but you can easily do that using the color wheel. Simply Google that, you can find that how to use the color wheel for machine color. Okay, there are simple rule for applying the color. It's the 60-30-10 color rule. In this picture, you can clearly show what is this principle explain about. The 60% is the domain color. It's used to your primary backdrop of your design, and 30% of your design is used for the components as well. The 10% is used for the highlight the important elements such as like buttons and links, etc. Right? But there are, you shouldn't follow these rules, but if you apply these theories, you can create a balanced and visually appealing good website as a final product. All right. This is the final section of my part, the Figma basic tutorial. Before we move into the Figma, I will briefly explain about Figma. The Figma is very good prototyping software, and there is very popular among user UI and UX engineers as well. So it's standalone because it's browser based and it can be teamed to collaborate in the real time, and it's flexible to team members to work together and design processes. So there are two versions available in Figma. The one is free one and another one is pro one. If you have registered with the student, you can take a professional account as well. I will show you later how to take a professional account as well. All right, now let's proceed with our tutorial. I'm going to show you how to create a well-crafted button, right? So before we move into the create button, I will have to explain some points of the button. To design a well-crafted button, you need to essential to consider the structure and type of the button. Generally, there are four types of button. The first one is the contain or field button, and second one is the outline button, and third one is the text button. Text button is usually used for the less important actions, and lastly toggle button. It's usually used for the switch between different stages. So firstly, we have the pay attention to the size. It's crucial for the button to be easily accessible. Remember, users typically tap the button with their fingerprints on the mobile devices. So avoiding making this too tiny, the recommended minimum for the button height is the 44 pixel. Right? When you create the button, the height is set as the 44 pixel, but it can be larger, but do not exceed the 32 pixel for the height. Right? For the padding of the button, it calculated by horizontal padding, get the horizontal padding and doubling it and set as the vertical padding. In this picture, you can see how to calculate the padding of the button. So additionally, consider the shape of the button as well. Whether it be should be a sharp corner one or a rounded corner one or a fully rounded corner one. In this picture, you can see a completely rounded one. So lastly, consider the hierarchy of the button as well, which can be categorized into three stages. It's the low emphasizers, medium emphasizers, and high emphasizers. You can see how to make the hierarchy using the button. All right, now I'm going to show you how to take a professional account as a student. Simply type Figma for education, right? And go with the first link. And get verified. I'm loaded this get verified form. You can simply fill that and make sure when you select your school, not SLIIT, select as SLIT, right? that's it. You can after submit, you can simply take a professional account. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to create a button as you learn about that. All right, firstly you have to go the file and create a new design file. Okay, so because you are going to create a website, you have to select the frame size as a desktop. All right. Now select the rectangle tool and simply create a rectangle like this and set as height as the 44 pixel. I will give height width as the 100 pixel like this. Okay. And now I'm going to change the color as well, the proper color like this. Okay, cool. And I want a fully rounded button. So to get a fully rounded button, I want to adjust the corner radius as I'm going to set as a 35 like. All right. Now I'm going to set a label for this button. So it's too small. I'm going to increase the size of the font and this font size in that. All right. Now I want to this button to make fully responsive. So the responsive button you have to method is auto layout. I will show you how to do that. Firstly, we have to select both two layers, right? After you can simply press shift and both select, and after selecting you can press shift plus A, right? Now you can auto layout section up above, but make sure to click that one to resize the fit, right? All right. Now you can set the padding as you learn. How to set the padding? I set the padding for the up and bottom padding as 16 pixels and the left and right padding as the 32 pixels. All right, great. I think now it's a totally responsive one. Right. You can type anything and it will adjust to the padding. Start. Cool. All right. There are some resources for you as well. Learn more about the user interfaces and user experience. The design with Harash is very good YouTube channel to follow the principles like this. And there are some website to get your UI design for the libraries. Okay. I think this is my end of the part. But remember, UI UX go far beyond the just prototyping and wireframe, and much more to learn. And this is very interesting subject as well. So as we wrap up, I wish you all the best for your IT project, and thank you for your attention and good luck.